Welcome back to the courtroom, everyone. Today we're stepping into State of Michigan versus Elizabeth Welch, a case that looks straightforward on the surface, but quickly turns into a tense back and forth, filled with legal confusion, financial pressure, and a surprising twist in restitution. Elizabeth Welch is caught navigating the maze of no contest pleas, restitution rules, and courtroom procedure, all while trying to understand what she actually owes. And as you'll see, every answer she gets seems to raise two more questions. In this breakdown, we'll walk through the judge's rulings, explain what restitution really means, and highlight every dramatic moment as Elizabeth second-guesses her own plea and pushes back against the system. Is the process fair, or is it simply overwhelming? Buckle up. This hearing takes a turn you won't see coming.
Let me know. Court recalls the case, people. State of Michigan versus Elizabeth Wilson.
Right. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Shalani calls for people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Kelly, P77187. On behalf of Ms. Wilson, who's present, standing to my right.
Elizabeth Wilson.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, at this time, I believe my client is prepared to stipulate to pay the restitution.
Your Honor, do I have to pay the full amount?
I'm sorry, go ahead. Well, hang on a second. All right, here's what I'm going to do, and then I'll answer your question. Okay. I'll order restitution in the amount of $3,029.08. Okay. And then my next, when you say, do you have to pay the whole amount? What are you asking me, ma'am?
Well, I've been advised that this is not a trial, and I need to get my paperwork, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Due to the fact that I'm the only person that was there, she was driving a Cadillac. She wasn't driving the vehicle that has been stated in the police report. Also, she did not wait for the officer to show up so the officer could look at her vehicle. Anything could have happened to her vehicle from the time that she left Wendy's and from the time she got home. And then I didn't receive a phone call from the officer till 4 or 5 hours later, stating the fact that that this had happened. And all she had to do was send pictures over. And that justified the fact that I hit her car when I didn't. I would have stayed if I hit her car. It's what car insurance is for.
Hold on a second, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can we? Go ahead.
Sitting on the drive-through, there's just no way I could have done that kind of damage. You're sitting still. It would have affected.
Ma'am, let me just stop you. And I know you got something you want to tell me. But there was, but I read it. There was a no contest plea to these charges.
Right.
And now you're disputing them?
I took that because I was not informed that I had to pay restitution. I took that because that was the cheapest way out.
So, okay. Go ahead.
That's okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Is there anything else? I mean,
there's no proof of anything, and it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, the officer wouldn't look at my vehicle. I offered to bring it in, like I've been cooperative.
Right. Well, but understand that the only thing that I'm going to know when I'm looking at this, because it was a no contest plea, is what's contained in the report. And as part of a no contest plea, I accept what's in the report is true in terms of making a finding. Now, where you got the information that restitution may not happen, I don't know, and I'm not getting into that. I will just say that when something like this happens, the issue of restitution, a lot of it is statutory, it just occurs. Okay? So going back to your initial question of the payment of the restitution. Now, how can you pay that? Let me ask you that first.
I can't. I don't have a job. But, you know, it's the law. I've always followed the law, never been in trouble with the law. So, I mean, I just thought maybe you would take in consideration the fact that there's no proof. I mean,
Well,
she just sends pictures over.
Okay. So here's the thing that you have to understand about this, and that's why I keep going back to the no contest plea. Once you enter that plea, then Miss Miller basically becomes a crime victim. And pursuant to the statutes, then she's entitled to restitution. That's a simplified version. Okay. So in essence, she's entitled to be made whole. Yeah. In terms of restitution, and now that it's been stipulated to, I don't know that there's much the court could do. It really becomes an issue of how it gets paid. And it's also so that you know, because I know you've been in the courtroom with other cases, I'll try to work with people, but I have less flexibility with the issue of restitution. In fact, in a lot of ways, I have none. I can set it up so that it's paid over time, certainly, but I can't waive any part of it. My hands are tied in that respect.
So I needed to go to court and prove all that stuff in
Pardon?
order to avoid paying this then, right? That's what I needed to have done. Going to trial.
Ma'am, I can't answer that.
I know, I'm
Because-
sorry. I'm not getting any
because-
answers, so I'm coming to you.
So, well, because there are so many, the reason I can't answer it is because there are so many reasons why somebody may not go to trial or goes to trial. There are a whole lot of different considerations that play into that. So if it were a simple yes or no and I had an opinion about it, then I'd tell you, but I can't, in all honesty, say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for listening.
Not a problem. So in regard to the restitution, do you know how you're going to get that paid or how you're going to pay it?
I'll figure it out.
Okay, so, but I got you. But I need to sort of put something on it to say how you're going to do it.
It's $50 a month, according to my probation right now.
Pardon?
$50 a month.
$50 a month is what your payment plan is to us.
Yes.
Your Honor, that's for the fines and costs.
Fines and costs. All right, why don't we do it this way? Because you say you're not working right
No, I have a job, but I just applied for it and it takes another month to see if I get in. So
now. Got it. Okay. So, Ms. Blair, why don't we do this? Have you made any of the $50 payments yet?
yes, I've already made 125.
That was on
Another
the
50.
date of sentencing, right?
Right.
Okay. And then, so then your next payment was going to be the 50.
Right. I'll make that today when I leave.
Okay. Are you making that in cash?
No.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's set. You have her review is February 24th of 2027. All right. So here's what I want. The $50, so you'll need to pay it in cash, right?
Like come in here and actually pay
And
it.
actually pay it.
Okay.
The reason I'm going to you have to do that is because I'm gonna have what you can pay in terms of the $50 go to the restitution.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I can't do, if you were gonna pay it on a card, I can't do it that way.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gotta be cash that you come in and pay.
Okay.
All right, so I realize you set up a payment plan. She's now got this balance. It's gonna be $50 per month until probation tells you otherwise. If you get employed, then it might be something else.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
And you just have to pay that in cash. It's to go to the restitution and then be paid over so that balance can go down. Makes some sense to you?
Yes.
All right. And then we'll do it that way. So I've ordered it. It's payable through the court in accordance with what I've said and at the direction of probation.
Okay.
All right? Thank you.
And Your Honor, lastly, I just want to make sure that my appearance is being removed as attorney of record from this point forward.
File an order requesting that you be removed as attorney of record as one would do at the conclusion of a certain point, and the court will sign it. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is that?
It's 12 o'clock. Technically, it's only 10 cases.
Why is Paige looking at me that way?
10 cases.
She's ready to go.
They're all show causes.
They're all show causes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do it. Court does call the case of the people versus Ashley Beaupre.
Welcome on your notice. On behalf of Ms. Beaupre, who should be present via Zoom. Ma'am,
She is, I think.
can you please state your name for the court?
Ashley Beaupre.
Okay.
Your Honor, this attorney spoke to Ms. Beaupre. It is my understanding that she is requesting a $50 a month payment plan. She would be able to pay more if possible. She is now back to work, going to school, and working on getting her license, so she's asking for a $50 monthly payment plan.
Driver's license?
I think so. That's
Okay.
not specified in the note.
All right. And Ms. Beaupre, when would you like to begin those payments?
I can start this week.
All right, well, why don't we do it this way, give you a little bit of a breather. $50 per month beginning October 1st, okay? Not
Sounds
much of
good.
one. All right. And then $50 per month thereafter until it's paid. All right, ma'am, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You're doing well, I take it.
Yep, I'm working as a vet tech and going to school, so
So you're working as a vet tech. What are we going to school for?
to be a licensed vet tech.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah. My mom says she
All right.
watches you all the time and she misses you, so
Okay. Give my best, please. All
I
right.
will.
You take
Have a
care of
great day.
yourself.
You too.
All right. Court calls the case, People versus Davion Copeland.
There's no problem, Your Honor.
Davion Copeland, how much is that?
$3,300, and I apologize. He apparently was in Zoom earlier, but he is not.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll adjourn this out to my October 8th. Is it?
Yep.
October 8th, 2025, 9 a.m. Court calls the case of the People versus Jarrell Davis.
Under Natalie Pate, with and on behalf of Mr. Davis, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
I think he's trying to unmute.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, state your name.
Jarrell Davis.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honors. I believe his balance is currently, Mr. Davis's balance is currently $370. He did make a $50 payment this
Got
morning,
it.
bringing his balance down to that number. I believe we'd be asking for an adjournment of the show cause, but he stated to me he's trying to get this paid off in the next couple of months.
Okay. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you give me my November date, 12th?
Yes.
I'll adjourn this matter to November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. And I'm going to indicate defendant to pay balance.
Okay.
Get it paid off. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Court calls case People versus Cesarius Edwards.
Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Edwards, who should be present via Zoom.
Yes.
Awesome. Mr. Edwards, can you please state your name for the court?
Cesarius Edwards.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did speak with Mr. Edwards regarding this. He's asking for a $25 per month payment. He stated to me that he currently has an FOC matter going on. However, he does provide for his kids full time. So I would be asking for that payment plan.
Is that right, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when can you begin the 25 per month?
Probably next Friday when I get paid.
Okay. So here's what I'll do. Pay $25 per month beginning October 1 and then 25 per month until paid in full. Okay.
All
I'll
right.
do it that way for right now. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Mohammed.
Natalie Pate for Mr. Farha, who is not present, Your Honor. He states that he's currently on his way and was supposed to be here about around 1. He does have, so he has an outstanding warrant in a felony non-support case. He did attempt to take care of that, but was instructed that he needed to turn himself into the jail before he'd be arraigned on that. That being said, he was going to come here in person today to both deal with this, as well as then likely be taken into custody on the warrant or turn himself in. Obviously, he is not arrived from Flat Rock yet. I did advise him if this case is called, he was not there by then, I would tell him so, and that he should then just turn himself in on the FNS case.
Yeah, okay. So I think I followed you. He was coming down on, I have it for me. So he was coming down on his child support case to turn himself in.
Yes, but he was scheduled for a show cause in this misdemeanor case as well. So I told him to appear in person, that hopefully the arraignment could take place as well in the show cause, and that.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Not here yet, but he's on his way. So he says.
Okay, yeah, right, I gotcha. I'm just. Do you know, because it's a child support case, whether he was looking to. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's what he owes. Okay. So give me about 25% of 26,000.
65.
Okay. So that you know, I don't know if you would have apprised him of this. That would be the bond amount if I did the 25%.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Does he know whether or not he's going to be able to pay that?
Last we spoke regarding that, it is my understanding, no, Your Honor. Unless something has changed in his circumstance, I don't anticipate he would be posting that bond.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. You're going to be around this afternoon, Miss Faye.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pass. What time is it now?
It's 1 o'clock.
Okay, so it's just 1 o'clock when I'm going to pass both of these, and even if I finish these, we'll wait a little bit so that then when he comes, since he was going to try to take care of everything, maybe we can give a quicker PCC date so that we could, if he's going to be in. All right. So I'll pass those. Court does call the case People versus Sylvester Holman.
This is Public Defender Natalie Pate for Mr. Holman, Your Honor. I do not believe it's present. Does currently have a balance of $1,245. The phone number I had here previously is now disconnected. I do know that you appeared in person for this violation of probation hearing previously. I would ask for an additional response for the record. I don't have an explanation as to his failure to appear during this hearing.
Bench warrant will issue bond $10,000, given 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case People versus Keyshawn Jorgensen.
Your Honor, this is a show cause for cost. He does not have counsel. He's not here.
This is show cause for fund to cost balance is about
$2,175.
Jorgensen, not present. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000. I'll give it 10% privilege on that. Warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case People versus Anthony Lafredo.
The public defender Natalie Pitt, present via Zoom. State your name in court.
He's not here.
Your Honor, I did send him the Zoom information from the voicemail. It's my understanding that the balance is $654. For the record, I requested it.
Bench warrant will issue $7,500. 10% is the amount. That warrant will issue immediately. Just the first one. Court calls the case People versus Darian Rhodes.
The show cause for finance cost, Your Honor, without counsel, there are $758.
That's $1,357.
Yes, sir.
Darian Rhodes. No response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $7,500, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Here, you can have it. Court does call the case People versus Gary Thomas.
Under Natalie Pink, Mr. Thomas, who may be present via Zoom. Sir, if you're present, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
He's not in Zoom, Your Honor, but he's a family member who's waiting room.
A family member?
Yeah, he said they're family.
Your Honor, this one, this was one of Ms. Kearney's. She did send the Zoom information, but has not had an opportunity to discuss his balance with him. She did receive an email during the docket earlier from his email address. That seemed to think that he might be on the Zoom, but I don't know for sure.
Let him in. Let's. That's her.
Yeah.
That's him. Okay. Court calls case People versus Gary Thomas.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pink, on behalf of Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas, can you please state your name for the court?
Gary Thomas.
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe we're here for show cause on unpaid fines and costs. I believe Ms. Kearney did reject Mr. Thomas. Has not had an opportunity to discuss with him his balance.
I think he owes $905.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Thomas, you owe $905. How are you going to get that paid?
As soon as I just get out of jail, only been out almost a month, so I'm still looking for work.
Okay. Let's do this then, because I think you finally got out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I knew, and we adjourned it to last time. I'm going to adjourn you to November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. I need some money paid. I need some money paid, or you got to come to me with a plan on how we're getting this done.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care. Thank you. Okay. That's that. We'll wait on that. We'll check with you.
He did text me 1 minute ago, yeah.
Oh.
So I texted him, told him to come to the courtroom, the judge passed your case. Then he texted me 1 minute ago. I really apologize. 45 minutes ETA. 1 hour. So.
I'll be here.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Awesome.
I mean, he's making an effort to try to get here, so we'll try to deal with it. All right.
All right, let's break down everything that just unfolded in this courtroom session, because there's a lot going on beneath the surface. We started with Elizabeth Welsh addressing the court about her restitution. She was clearly confused and frustrated, questioning why she had to pay the full amount and whether the claims were even valid. And this moment right here is important because it shows a common problem in criminal cases. Most defendants don't fully understand how a no-contest plea affects their financial obligations. Once Elizabeth entered that plea, the restitution became statutory, meaning the law requires her to pay the full amount to the victim, regardless of her doubts or her opinion about the evidence. This is one of those places where procedural law collides with real-world financial pressure. As the hearing continued, notice how Elizabeth kept trying to understand exactly what she owed and how she was supposed to pay it. She asked about the payment method, the time frame, and openly shared her financial struggles. The judge handled each question calmly, ultimately laying out a structured payment plan. $50 per month, cash only, until the full restitution is paid. This back and forth highlights something viewers often miss. Courts can't waive restitution, but they can work with a defendant on how the payment is made. The law is rigid, but the logistics can bend, as long as the defendant shows a genuine willingness to comply, even if they're unemployed or struggling. Another major lesson from this case is how a no-contest plea really works. For Elizabeth, it seemed like the quickest and cheapest way to resolve her charges. But accepting that plea also locks in consequences, especially financial ones. Once the plea is entered, restitution isn't up for debate. The judge's hands are tied by statute. All they can do is give you time to pay. This is something anyone considering a plea deal needs to understand. Speed, cost, and legal consequences all come packaged together. You can avoid a trial, but you can't avoid the obligations that come with the plea. Zooming out, the courtroom dynamics were actually very balanced. The judge maintained firmness, protecting the victim's right to be repaid, but also showed empathy by giving Elizabeth a manageable payment schedule. This is where courtroom commentary gets interesting. You see the law not just as rules on paper, but as a system trying to balance justice, accountability, and human limitations. In the end, the court confirmed the restitution at $3,298, payable in increments. Elizabeth walked away with clear instructions and no room for misunderstanding. It wasn't a dramatic showdown or a heated argument, but it was a meaningful look at how justice operates day to day. Carefully, sometimes frustratingly slow, but rooted in principles designed to balance both fairness and responsibility.